Morning, you guys. I wanted to get on this morning and do a little video. I thought about doing something filmed, and I thought live would be more fun. Um, Many of you guys know that I have braces, and I wrote a post in summer of 2016 about getting braces. And people have asked me on my YouTube videos lately, why do you have braces? Tell me more about it. Um, what's your process? How long do you have left? I love them. I hate them. Do a video about it. And I haven't done hot for a long time, but today I washed my hair and I did my eyebrows, which made me think, like, what am I waiting for? Let's just get on here and do it. And I'm hoping that you guys will ask me a couple questions about my process. I had braces when I was in middle school. I had them for about 2 years from 6th to 8th grade. And I had, like, I tell my husband I had shark teeth. Like, I was just like a little shark and had all my teeth coming in. And it took a really long time to get them straightened out. And I had my permanent retainer and my loose retainer in the top. And then in 8th grade, once I moved, my orthodontist here was like, oh, your teeth's fine. You don't have to wear your retainer anymore. Well, as a preteen, I ditched it out the window and really never bothered with it again. I think my dog is outside the door, so let me just take y'all on a little trip to go let the dog in. And I never really thought about it anymore. So then a lot of people have been asking me, what do I do? Tell me about it. And this journey, I was looking in the mirror when I had my kids, and I was like, man, my teeth are really not what they used to be anymore. I really want to fix them. And it kept bothering me every time I would take a picture, more so after I had my kids, because I was struggling really to find myself again. So I went in for a consultation. Nothing can hurt. It was free. I found an orthodontist that I liked here, and she said, okay, I think you need a bicuspid extraction. Your teeth are too big for your tiny little head, and we want to take some out in order to make everything fit. And that was a huge thing. I had to get 4 teeth taken out of my head as a grown person. So I thought about it, and I thought about it, and I couldn't stop thinking about it, which told me I should just do it. So I called them back and I said, okay, let's do it. And I remember sitting down in the chair the day they put my front brackets on before the extraction ever took place. And I'm like, oh my God, now is my chance to run. I need to get out of here, or this is it. Like, there is no going back once they slap these things on. Like, I'm in it for the long haul and this is it. And I got really afraid. I wasn't afraid from the pain. I wasn't afraid that it was going to be a long journey. I was afraid of being judged. And I think one of my biggest critics was myself. I already had braces. Why do you have braces again? And I just did it. And I made all of these excuses for the week that I got braces. Like, oh, I got braces. I can't go. I can't do all these things. I'm freaking out. And then a week later, it was time for my extraction. So they put me under, like, if anybody's had wisdom teeth taken out, and they took out little bicuspid. So I'm minus four grown person teeth. And that was not really that big of a deal. It was okay. I got to have 2 days off, and it left a pretty good gap on each side of my mouth. And I knew that the gap was going to take the longest to fix, because not only do your gums have to heal, and they got to bring all those teeth in. And that was a really long, really, really long time. And we're getting so close to the end. But as I started to heal, I started to go out and I started to see my friends more. And so many people were encouraging. My old next door neighbor was like, I cannot believe you did this. This is amazing. It makes me want to go and do it. I had a couple more friends later that fall were like, okay, you did it. There's no reason I shouldn't do it. And they went and did it. And that made me feel really good about it. And then I had lunch with a really old friend. And they said, well, why did you do it? And I explained it. And their response was not like, oh, cool, or oh, great. It was, I can't imagine why you would do that to yourself. And I was like, what do you mean? Why would I do that to myself? I don't know. Like, that just really stuck with me. And obviously it's still stuck with me. I did it because I wanted to make myself feel better about myself. Self-improvement is probably like my word of 2018 or whatever. But that was really challenging comment to get over. So I'm nearing the end of my journey. Like I said, I've got maybe 4 months left as I work to close this gap. And I'm just constantly amazed at the little things they keep doing inside my mouth. I used to not have brackets on the back teeth, but now that they put power chains, which are like these basically bungee cords, like pull your teeth together, and they started to pull so quickly that my teeth started tipping. Like I can't move that fast, I'm leaning. And so now they're having to level those out, but at the same time, they're continuing to close the gap. They, put springs in my mouth to pull other teeth forward due to the overcrowding that I had, as I was growing up. And it's pretty amazing. I have friends that have tweens that are going to get braces soon, and they were like, well, what should I tell them? And the braces are not the hard part, like slap wax all over it, and it's pretty darn good. But the spacers that they put in between your molars in order to get those bands on the back, that gave me like skull ache, like beyond headache, beyond a migraine. Really, really painful. That was probably the most painful part about it, but that was only a week and a half. And now I deal with the tightening. I know that there's progress. My friend Craig brought up a good point. When I got my braces on, I stopped being carded. Liquor stores and restaurants stopped asking me for my ID when I would order a margarita. My husband would still get carded. My friends would still get carded. Now that I am, I guess, more into my journey, I think the carding is starting to come back. So maybe my age is starting to affect me, or they know my braces are coming off soon. But absolute pro of having braces. Nobody thinks you're 34. They all think you're, a teenager or 20 something, but then they give you funny looks when you're having like your baby on your hip walking into the store. So that's really fun. Yeah, so I wanted to write about it. If anybody ever sees this video and they're wondering, well, gosh, I'm adult, I'm going to have braces. My orthodontist has recommended an extraction for me too. How long is it going to take? I couldn't find anything about how long would this take. Probably the reason there's no concrete answers is that every mouth is different. Your teeth are different sizes, your gap are different sizes. You may have different challenges ahead of you when you put your braces on. My journey is 18 months to 2 years. I've already passed the 18-month mark, and probably the end of May is going to mark 2 years. And I'm looking like my goal will be to get them off right before that, if everybody can get in line and close up. So yeah, it's pretty awesome. I'm really excited about the end result. The end is near. I'm gonna get my teeth like whitened a whole lot. And yes, I am that nerd that went into my orthodontist and said like, okay, instead of having just a plain retainer, can I get something with glitter, or can we put a Disney character in there? And yes, I can. I have researched that, and she will do it. Anything that you can print out can go on a retainer, which is kind of neat. But yeah, who else has questions for me? I saw Helen asked me about what the biggest challenge was. Probably having lunch with that friend that not necessarily like didn't support me, because that's okay. It's not her journey or anything, but like really kind of bashed the fact that I got braces. Like, why would you do that to yourself? I'm like, oh my God. My friend Melissa, you had adult braces. They are, and I know I have to be so good about wearing my retainer when I get it back. I'm going to try to ask for a permanent retainer on the bottom so I don't have to work as much with that. But I know that top one's going to be, that in and out, and I'm going to have to be really diligent about putting it in. But I feel like, I don't know, I'm less self-conscious of the way I look or the way I act, because I've been in theaters long enough, and like, in my 30s, I have friends that love me for who I am. Ooh, all verklempt. And like, they love me no matter if I'm wearing braces or not, or if I'm acting goofy. Just, oh, I love my people. Y'all are my tribe. Jamie said she got braces a third time when the second was taken off too soon. Oh, that's so hard. Yeah, you want to make sure that they're ready, and teeth are fluid. I had braces and then they continue to shift. And I know if I don't wear my retainer, like that will shift too. My friend Carly wants to know, what's the thing I miss eating the most? Something I really took for granted, granola in my yogurt. I realized that was almost an impossible task. I can eat like the kind almond bars and things like that with the big fat nuts and crush them up, but granola in my yogurt, I really miss a whole lot. And I've also learned what not to eat on a date when you have braces. And I thought about doing a post about that. Like, sushi, not fun. Any sort of rice dish is an absolute no-go. And if you really want to be sucking on your braces for the rest of the date, salad. Salad is awful. I've learned to be really good about a knife and fork, but some stuff just continues to be like super challenge. My brother wants me to put my dog on the retainer. I would absolutely consider that. Yeah, but maybe I need to do a second post. I did one that like, I got braces, here we go. And as I'm coming up on the end of my journey, you know, there's a lot of things I felt like I was looking for at the beginning that I couldn't find on the web, a lot of information. So I probably will put that out there. But doing this video was kind of a stepping stone to that. Yeah. So you guys, thank you so much for coming on and being here and watching and supporting me. I love you guys. I'll talk to you guys later.